Everyone, this is Fox 12 Now. Thanks for joining us. We are live streaming here on the Fox 12 Oregon Newsroom. I'm Greg Nibbler. I'm going to just go straight to this. You can take a look here. Press conference starting.
ERONSMITH. And I'm an acting detective assigned to the Portland Police Major Crimes Unit and further assigned to the Burglary Task Force.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this case involves a series of incidents that took place at the Grace Lutheran School in Southeast Portland. They were the victims of repeated break-ins, vandalism, and burglaries, all at the same place. This series of events began on January 19th of this year, 2026, when somebody threw a large piece of broken concrete through one of the elementary school classroom windows to be able to gain access to the school. Security footage captured the suspect, who police responded, took a report. The suspect was not located at that time. Later, on February 3rd of this year, the same suspect returned, threw another large piece of concrete through the first grade classroom window, was able to make access into the school, caused some damage inside before leaving before police arrival. The same suspect returned the following day on February 4th, was able to make entrance again through the not yet repaired window into that same first grade classroom, and again left before police arrival. Now I want to say at this point, this was a high priority for the East Precinct Patrol and East Precinct Command. We were in contact, or they were in contact, the operations and patrol units were in contact with Grace Lutheran staff and their community outreach. And we were actively attempting to locate this suspect. We had priority dispatch set up so that any calls at this would initiate would start a rapid police response from the local resources. We were actively involved with trying to locate and apprehend this suspect. On February 7th, the suspect returned, this the fourth time, through another cinder block or another piece of broken concrete through this time a hallway window to make access into the school. Police were notified quickly. They responded quickly. I'd like to give a shout out to East Precinct Patrol and our canine resources, who quickly contained the school and were able to safely take the suspect into custody. Once in custody, we were able to confirm that this was the same suspect from all four times, and we were able to work with the school to inform them that the person had been taken into custody. I'd like to say that this was a good example of cooperation and collaboration between the community, specifically Grace Lutheran and their staff. PPB included, especially the East Precinct Command through their community and neighborhood outreach and patrol operations to be able to respond, locate these people, and then to notify and include investigators, in this case the Burglary Task Force investigators, to take over the investigation. And then I'd also like to take a moment to thank the Multnomah County District Attorney's side of the Burglary Task Force to have a partner to be able to pass off these cases to help to ensure prosecution and holding these people accountable for this sort of thing. I'd also like to take a moment to express that we understand the concern that this sort of incident can create in the community. This is an elementary school that is repeatedly targeted for property crimes, but we know that these property crimes have real emotional weight, and the effect on the school community and the wider ripples that makes, parents having to explain to their first and second graders why things like this happen. Are they still safe? We just want to take a minute to acknowledge that there are real effects of these property crimes and that PPB takes these very seriously, and we're doing something about it. The Burglary Task Force is here specifically to address some of these concerns, both criminal justice wise and for the crimes and fear of crime in the community.
Question.
Yes.
Besides the cleaning supplies, was there any other motive or reason as to why he was breaking into this school repeatedly?
Yeah, so there were other items stolen. The specifics of what was stolen during what event, I'm not going to get into too much for prosecution and criminal justice reasons. But there were other things stolen during some of these instances.
Do we have an estimated value on the damage that was done to the school and the supplies and things that were taken?
Yeah, so the damage was, I think a safe estimate is between $3,000 and $4,000 between everything that was stolen and everything that was damaged.
Real quick, before further questions, I want to give Alex
of course, yeah.
some remarks, and then we'll open it up. Yeah.
Thank you, Detective. My name is Alexander Garcia. My last name is spelled Garcia. I am the Deputy District Attorney assigned to the Burglary Task Force. The elected District Attorney, Nathan Vasquez, has an interest in prosecuting prolific serial burglars. It's not limited to commercial spaces, but also residential, and here, a church. I wanted to thank Portland Police Bureau and the detectives with the Burglary Task Force. They provided me with a complete and thorough investigation. They took this very seriously. They put together the pieces of multiple responses. Multiple patrol officers responded to the scene 4 times, and the investigation that I received was thorough and honestly, transparently made my job easy on Monday morning when I reviewed this case. Mr. Sandel, that's Joshua Sandel, is charged currently with 12 charges, 7 of which are felonies and 5 are misdemeanors. Of those, there are 3 counts of burglary in the 2nd degree. I have spoken with Grace Lutheran and representatives of Grace Lutheran. I have confirmed that this was traumatizing for them, not only for the staff, but also for parents and children that attend the school. As the detective stated, this was a classroom that was broken into on 2 of the 4 incidents. I know that it has interrupted church services and also school. I do believe one of the days it was a late start, which impacts, education and our community greatly. So this is just an opportunity to announce the charges against Mr. Sandel. I am preparing the case for grand jury, and I will present that in the next few weeks.
Question, it might be for either you or police. Has Mr. Sandel been, are police or the district attorney's office, are they aware of him? Like, does he have any prior incidents on record?
Mr. Sandel is currently in custody. He's in custody because the district attorney's office requested a high amount of security, and that is based on his criminal history. He has been convicted of burglary in the 1st degree in the past, and since that time, we have these incidents, 4 incidents of burglary.
Cam, question for you? Just, so I understand it was 4 times this guy was going in there. Why was it like a it was not like a high priority for the first few times? According to the folks there, they felt like they were kind of, wasn't really that much interest in terms of really getting this squared away until finally the 4th time.
Sure. So, I think that's a fair question. The response developed over time in collaboration with Grace Lutheran. Their initial alarm system and their monitoring of those alarm systems meant that the first couple reports came after the person had already come and gone. And after it was clear that this was a repeat pattern and we were worried that this would continue happening, we were able to work with Grace Lutheran staff to have better monitoring of, essentially a liaison, somebody who could have access to their security systems, monitor that, and then in a timely fashion get that information out to police. And that's ultimately what was successful here. We in one of the earlier instances, we called out our forensics and evidence division to come out and collect forensic evidence. That was analyzed over the course. They were able to expedite the analysis there. But before that analysis was done, which was quick, just a couple of days, the collaboration between Grace Lutheran and the PPB ultimately resulted in this arrest. So as we were assessing the needs going forward, we realized that we needed more collaborate. We needed a liaison with the victim. We established that. They were excellent partners, but once we were able to establish that, that's what allowed us to quickly take this person into custody. And certainly, we do care about these, but if the person is already there and gone, we're playing catch up. We're trying to collect forensic evidence and review security footage, both from Grace Lutheran and in the surrounding community. But we can't catch them if they're already. We can't catch them in the act if they're already gone. It took that collaboration, the cooperation, to make this happen the way it did.
Anything else? Fantastic.
Thank
Great.
you.
Very much.
And just confirming, it's everyone. It's spelled Garcia, but pronounced Garcia. So when you just FYI.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, thanks.
Portland Police Bureau about that arrest for this suspect in those school burglaries. We'll have more on that at kptv.com as well. And this is Fox 12 Now. We're live streaming here out of the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom. So we'll bring you breaking news situations like this as we find out about them. But certainly something that, an update to all this story, especially for that school that had been burglarized so many times with this suspect being now in custody. We're going to go ahead and take you back to our other programming. We are going to be here, though, throughout the afternoon. So expect to see Fox 12 Now join whatever is broadcasting. And if you're watching on YouTube, you'll see this video end, or social media in some way. You'll see this video end, but we'll continue on here. Good time to download that Fox 12 Oregon app so you can stay on top of all the news that is happening during the day that we'll be bringing you. That's it for right now. We'll talk to you soon.